Welcome to Grossmont College Professional Development Series. My name is Carolyn Fisher, and I am the tutor specialist at Grossmont College Tutoring Center and will be your presenter today. Today's topic is creating course-level curriculum in higher education. Today, with changing demographics in adult education, the focus on student-centric curriculum is more dire than ever. Even though we seem to have a firmly established educational system, the changing roles of faculty, administration, and diverse population of students makes it more important to address the challenges today. Students are global citizens now. Traditional academic disciplines are needed, but with a few more skills. Thinking outside the box, knowing more around the world, cultural diversity and equity, sources of information, and technological advances are just a few of the changes facing us today. When we develop our curriculum, we must consider all of these and not simply put a textbook in front of our students and ask them to write an essay. In this presentation, we will look at 5 steps in developing course material, 5 practices in creating curriculum, stakeholders and their roles as they relate to course development, and the differences between course development in 2- and 4-year educational institutions. Feel free to link into the Zoom call and enter any questions you have in the chat. We will address the questions either during the presentation, as they coincide to the material, or after the presentation. Well, we begin with our educational philosophy. Think back when you began your teaching career. Did you have information to impart? Was this information from a textbook, your own experiences? Beginning with the end in mind is a teaching philosophy sometimes called backward design, and that is where we begin. Your goal is to deliver a learning experience that is engaging to the students and designed by your application of teaching skill and content knowledge. Not only will the students learn collaboratively, but as you design your course curriculum, you will be incorporating other disciplines, levels of expertise, and skill sets into the discourse. This contributes to a sense of community, engaging, and a broader understanding of the field, and in this case, communication. We can do this through short-term partnerships, study groups, or group projects. We could talk at length here on how we will incorporate the benefits and pitfalls of incorporating a collaborative curriculum options, but we'll save that for another training. Our focus here is to have a bird's eye view of the 5 steps in higher education course development. Next, once we've collaborated, we will implement using multiple platforms. We'll begin with surveys, expectations, and open Discord with students. Feedback is important to provide quick resolution to problems and understanding, expectations, and learning outcomes. Course correction is imperative to stay connected to the students and achieve our course outcomes. Once feedback is attained, course revision and support and training can begin. This type of learning-centered, malleable, reflective instructional philosophy will have tremendous benefits such as increased content quality, equitability, and positive learning experience for both you, the faculty and staff, and most importantly, the students. First, when creating curriculum, we trust you will communicate with other faculty members and design a shared template that caters to all communication courses. This collaborative approach will ensure that all members with subject matter expertise will be on the same proverbial development page. Second, as a student-centric college, all visual, textual, and multimedia elements will be used to enhance the student's experience. You, the faculty, will have a solid foundation in technological platforms such as Canvas, Zoom, accessibility, and other Web 2.0 interfaces. Third, it is necessary to strive for structural uniformity and consistency. For example, each faculty member will present material online and in-person, textbooks and material offered to all and free of charge. Curriculum should follow the same format and pattern. Fourth, reviewing and feedback should not only include the students as well as the faculty and stakeholders. Course feedback and corrections should be done quickly and efficiently. And lastly, shared online development strategy should include instructional, personalized, equitable, and technological support. It is important to develop curriculum with this in mind. No student should be left without a way to have their dilemma addressed, if not solved. Now, when developing curriculum, it's important that the college consider their responsibility to all stakeholders to prevent potentially damaging issues from surfacing and to maintain a good reputation. As cited by Corneliuson, coordinating the conflicting interests and values of stakeholders rather than controlling them is effective corporate social responsibility. And this can be done through creative co-determination and cooperation in the designing, planning, and implementing stages of the curriculum. For example, faculty will be largely involved in curriculum content, yet human resources can set up a task force of researchers to determine the best used textbooks, and the Student Government Council can assess the learning styles of the student body through surveys and feedback. School board members will determine the regulations and standards for the course directives. Other ancillary stakeholders, such as librarians, counselors, and tutor specialists, can provide necessary feedback on demographics. The associated students make recommendations regarding academic and curricular concerns and grading policies, curriculum development, courses of programs that should be initiated or discontinued, outlined in the Code of Regulations, Title V, Section 51023.7. Associated student body also reviews and makes decisions regarding standards and policies regarding students' preparation and success and student services planning and development. This all comes in coordination and conjunction with our curriculum and our course content. The communication department does more than just teach the subject of communication. Communication is one of man's greatest needs and applies to every area of life. Students taking the communication courses will have opportunity to interact with other groups and stakeholders. Groups such as CARE, a program for single parents, offer services that our students may need. Career services offer a host of ways our students can be involved. And from developing a resume to participating in an interview, the curriculum must be designed with these elements in mind. The Justice Scholars Program offers educational planning and guidance for students who have been incarcerated. Our courses can and will overlap in helping students communicate their needs, their skills, and potential. ARC, Accessibility Resource Center, offers assistance to those with educational challenges. When designing the curriculum, care must be taken to include material that allows for all students, regardless of ability, to learn, understand, and respond to the information. EOPS offers help for students with educational and/or economic support. Curriculum development should provide information on ways to learn other than solely online. Faculty members should offer drop-in times for face-to-face communication. Umoja, the Academic Success Program for Black and African American students and all students, provides students with enriching and engaging cultural experiences. The curriculum can include assignments that involve cultural experiences and can work in conjunction with the Umoja program. And finally, as adults in higher education, veterans are encouraged to communicate their needs and experiences. Curriculum can offer special course topics to aid the academic journey of veterans. In developing curriculum for a 2-year institution, there is extra pressure to spend less because statistics show that smaller schools tend to spend more per student. This issue has been a century-old one. John D. Rockefeller said it made sense that college students should not have to pay too much for college. Endowments and gifts for students going into the ministry was a common practice 100 years ago, but not now. Today, a 4-year college ranges from $9,000 to $32,000 across the nation, according to Rothman 2021. Student loan debt is in the trillions, and the average graduate owes more than $30,000, the price of a car. As early as 1868, California state and community colleges were to offer free admission and tuition, and that has yet to happen. Greater emphasis should be made to convenience, quality, and service and cost. More specifically, attention should be on class availability and personnel time allotment to assisting students. In working with other faculty members, administration, and other staff, these considerations must be taken into account. During the planning stages of curricular development, A pre-semester survey to students will provide the developers with vital information. In the past, students prepared for school with notebooks, pens, pencils, erasers, and even the little sticky circle things to fortify loose leaf. But not now. Instead, parents are ordering smart boards, Chromebooks, tablets. Yet studies show that students raised on technology for education suffer from a host of melees: screen addiction, increased aggression, depression, anxiety, and psychosis. In higher education, we expect our students to know how to monitor their time, and yet it is the responsibility of curriculum developers to include face-to-face time, activities that support outdoor events, social communication, and hands-on projects. It is vital that developers consider differentiation education regardless of the challenge developers face. This presentation shared the steps in higher education course development, stakeholders and their roles in the same, practices in creating curriculum, and the differences between 2- and 4-year educational institutions. We trust this information has been helpful. We know you will put your best effort into collaborating and integrating a curriculum that is both student-centric, and comprehensive for the good of all involved. Together, we can create a rewarding teaching experience and a powerful, engaging learning experience. The dynamic effect of people working together is exponential. Thank you for taking the time to attend this presentation. We look forward to your feedback, and please take time to fill out the survey on the link. We value your feedback.